I am going to bring forward the screen if I can, because it's such this energy of waging peace. To truly look at that word, P-E-A-C-E, and also the way that it shows up, a piece of me, a piece, being a part of something. Peace is such a beautiful word. When you understand the peace that you're here to wage, right? Your light that you're to transmit, when you understand your P-I-E-C-E peace, you can transmit that P-E-A-C-E peace. It's so waging peace is such an incredible experience. This energy of this mastermind, the energy of everything that's come before us, the universe reorganizing itself so that you can deliver the peace, P-I-E-C-E, that only you can deliver out to the world. Feeling that peace, and then transmitting the big peace, P-E-A-C-E, when we all remember that we belong to each other. In the energy field, in the world, when you see energy, you see people blocking themselves from possible family, from possible connection, from opportunities, because peace is perceived missing in their life. And the only thing most of the time that's missing is the ability to fully sense it, feel it, see it. Source, universe, God gives us everything. And so in this room, did you not get anything and everything that your heart would want for yourself? Did you not find aspects and remember parts of yourself here? You kept that divine appointment. Oh my gosh, your body's at peace. You've got an overflow of peace. And for most of us, we've just had water or lemon or nothing outside of the boundaries of the commitments that we've made. The commitment that you made. Commit lighting up with precision, right? What can only come through you, inspired, enduring, determined. Oh my gosh, the best is yet to come. It just keeps getting better and better. And joy, right? Persistent joy. That energy of the eagle soaring and precision, in that energy of the word victory, and all of what comes behind that. Healed. So feel that. And I want you to keep your eyes open and bring the biggest smile to your face that you can during this. We're transmitting from our souls. And take a look and take a moment and give to each person on the screen. Give to each person that might be watching this through your heart field. Oh my gosh, give in a way that you are so grateful that you get to give. And receive, right? Because you are a multi-dimensional being. You have many pieces inside you. You can receive, and so fully receive. And open yourself up to receive. And yes, if you want to focus on me, I'm so happy to receive. Grateful to receive. I trust receiving. I receive. I am. Receive your I am presence. Receive your being. Receive your whole body. I'm giving instructions to my whole body as you're receiving instructions for your whole body. Go ahead and open your eyes. Witness. Wow. I'm feeling my heart beating in my chest. I'm feeling the heartbeats in my hands. If you could see what I'm seeing rainbows with each one of us. The heart chakra opened in all of us in such a great way. Give peace to the people that you're praying for now, your family members, the ones that of that line, the extended world family. You go far enough back, we're all family in our genetics. You go far enough forward, we're all family in our genetics. Feel that. Witness the entire world receiving. Now feel the entire world giving to you, those tiny worlds inside your body receiving from the whole world. Yay, 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 yay. So awesome, so juicy to feel this. Yay. Any words anyone wants to share? Then I'm going to explain a little bit of what's going to happen in the next few days. I'm going to bring up on the screen and share it with you. This is just day one. Who had an incredible day one? Right? You have no idea what it's going to be like on the other end of 10 days of group immersion, energy, mind, body, and spirit. Only 8 people within Miracle Makers have to do the cleanse. This is what science tells us. This is heart math. Lynn McTaggart, the coherence, all of the experiments. You get all of the benefits from intentionally linking yourself up with a group. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. I don't have to. Nope. But that commitment that Greg is talking about, right? If you're committed, and you can commit for a day, you can commit for 3 days, you can commit for 5 days. Intermittent fasting, we're going to talk about that. You're going to learn about each one of your organs. There's guided meditations. There's a guided one for your brain. There's a guided one for your throat, for your lungs. And the transmission in that is incredible. For your liver, for your kidneys, for your pancreas. Each individual guided meditations. The right frequency, the right sound. Why is that important? When you vibe with the right, the grounded, coherent, focused frequency, your body automatically goes to that level. So part commitment in the body, part commitment in the energy field. You hear it. The transmission of words, the transmission of sound, of energy. And so let me pull the screen up again. I wanted to share this for a moment right here. And I saw, and I know Lily wants to share. So was that wave because you wanted to share, Lev? Oh, yes, please dear. Go ahead. Yes.
You're on my subject of frequency, darling. So the reason, a very succinct reason for this is what you just described, is because we're all frequency specific, because everybody's unique. And it is our natural infinite inclination to harmonize. So when we hear when our light being is exposed to any frequency, it is our body's natural inclination to harmonize with it. That way we can read the energy properly if it's something we enjoy, or the other, or whatever. You can adjust to the wisdom that's coming in as the frequency. You actually don't have to wait for a manifestation to go, oh my gosh, look at that. You can feel the, I don't want to say shock wave, but there is a bow wave to all frequencies emitted. And when that comes to you, you'll get sharper and sharper at reading the frequency. It's a lovely guidance system.
Yes.
It is.
Such a lovely guidance system. So, so beautiful, and such an important share. And I love that you are a Ho'oponopono expert that made a labyrinth that transmits the energy, the process in physical form with Ho'oponopono. It's such a beautiful gift to give the world. Ho'oponopono are energy words, words that you can say that can help free you and everyone on purpose from frequencies that were not coherent into coherence. I love your share, Lily, right? Just like you can dial a cell phone, and every time you dial that number, you're going to get to that location. So your vibration and your frequency. You couldn't be in a place unless you were vibing and allowing receiving in. So beautiful. I love that you've got water. I'd love for all of us to drink a little bit more water, bring all of this in.
This is not just any water though, love. This is Ho'oponopono water. And for anybody, as a recommendation for fasting, get yourself a blue bottle. Let the water sit there in the sunlight, any natural light in the kitchen window is nice. I cook only with it, all my alchemy in my kitchen, no matter what. I rinse myself with it because it really speeds up that alchemistic process and helps on a cellular level, like incredible. It's just rock and roll. And during a fast, interesting that I pop in at the time of a master cleanse. I've been studying something called the Phoenix Protocol, and that actually is a waterless fast.
That's so amazing. I love doing the waterless fast as well. 26 hours recommended. I'm going to mute us just for a second.
Yep.
And I'm going to, I want us to do as the closing process here, Ho'oponopono. And I want to do that for, it came up and it came in for a reason. And of course, seeing what's coming down the pipeline right here, the Master Cleanse Backstage Pass, I want you to have this incredible, what is the Master Cleanse group energy? And we'll send this out to those. This is what you can expect in the next 10 days. You're in the backstage experience. All of the videos are being recorded and they are available for you to get and purchase. Why do we want you to purchase them? It's a level of commitment. It's a gift. You won't do the things you get for free. We found this in our research. We found this in our studies. We found this. Most people are commit with their dollars. And in the East, it's interesting. You had to do the service first, and then people would bring it back. I shared this with Greg earlier today. I'll share that story of what I learned from the way my grandmother received. My grandmother would do the healing, would do the work, and then she would receive on the financial level. It would be forced upon her. In the East, that's how it works. In the West, my understanding of the system here is you commit with something physical first, and then the healing happens. And so the committed times, Greg and I have committed these times, right? Monday for the VIP backstage experience. This is the one we're in right now, Monday at 5 p.m. Tuesday, we're going live at noon. On Wednesdays, it's 5 p.m. On Thursdays, we're back to noon. On Saturday, it's 11 a.m. Sunday, 5 p.m. Monday, 5 p.m. and Tuesday, 5 p.m. We'd love for you to be part of this experience. There are all kinds of tools on this page that you'll get. So funny, it's in the edit form, so I can't link it to you now. I don't know how to make it do that right now. Day 1, mindset reset. Who got that today? Who got the mindset reset? Whole body reset, right? And there is a page within here that takes you to videos that will help you tomorrow. If you get hungry, if there's any energy, these are the 2 pages to go to. And of course, the recording for those that are in the backstage pass. And then this is, do you believe all your creations, manifestations start with your thoughts? These are questions to ponder, right? Do your thoughts generate unique vibrational frequencies? Have you fully understood how the universe always gives exactly what you are vibrating? And then this is really beautiful. The universe doesn't speak energy, it speaks frequency. And here is a fantastic video that will help empower you. It's a TED Talk on learning a language and speaking a language, and how your language creates, either it creates coherence, it creates in your mindset. It's just fantastic. And then of course, day 2, day 3, day 4, and we're going to dive into on day 7. I'm really excited about this. You'll get reading and transmission of understanding exactly where you are on the hero's journey. The other part that I love about this is I am able to help you know where you calibrate on the Dr. David Hawkins scale. When I first told Charlie Pacello, you just happened to be here, right? What you radiated at on the Hawkins scale, right? If I told you, hey, oh, by the way, you're going to meet the Pope, you're going to have this experience or that experience. Even when I told him the numbers that he radiated at his soul, Charlie, will you just share about what that felt like?
Well, it felt unbelievable at the time. I was so weighed down by, I couldn't see through the morass. I couldn't see through the darkness. But what you told me was I resonated at 640. I was like, what? I resonate what? And it gave me another clue, another jewel to put into my pocket. It gave me something else to help to unravel, help to unlock. It gave me perspective on what was inside of me that I didn't realize was in there. And again, that touching into the word that I'm holding on to is endurance. It gave me the endurance to be able to peel off those layers, to start to unravel those traumas, to be able to link together my military experience and relational experience and adverse childhood experience and generational war trauma that my family had been on. And so once I started to be able to unravel that, and all of a sudden this it is, you carry, I mean, to be able to go on to see the Pope was like, it was a miracle. And I could not have seen that when you told me, but it's
true. The Pope carries the 640 frequency. Like, you have no doubt that Pope Francis carries that, right?
Oh my God. He's amazing. He was one of the, he was a genuine person when I met him, and I looked at him and I saw his face, and there was an endearing quality. And, but you have all kinds of ideas of what the Pope is and who he was in the past and all this, but he really emanates the energy of Saint Francis.
So that possibility always existed in Charlie's timeline. The point in his timeline that I met Charlie was the darkest, 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 darkest night of the soul.
Yeah.
we met right where he was. And he trusted and he believed and he did the work and he took the action. And each one of us has this incredible, this is Dr. David Hawkins' work is so beautiful. I'm so grateful I didn't realize he was alive when I was alive. I've spoken at his center in Sedona. I'm so grateful for his work, and I learned it self-taught on my own, and I knew how to calibrate it. And the reason that I shared this is for you, you've got amazing potential. And first, you know how to unlock that. You've set up divine appointments along the way, the hero's journey along the way. It's incredible that that's what's possible for you. That Pope moment was Charlie's mom's highest vision for her child ever, right?
Ever. If you can't get higher than that. I mean, it was a blessing for the whole family and everything. It was just like, it was incredible. I mean, it was an unbelievable experience. I mean, I have to touch. I mean, I have the picture here, and that's I mean, that was there.
I'd love to see the picture again. Show us, because some came after, so that they can see this. And so to really get this, this Pope Francis III really shared there is no hell, that it was created. He shared and has generated peace like no other on the planet. Charlie, what would you share about his work?
Well, he has really tried to go back and to bring the Church of Jesus to doing what the Christ's teachings were all about. He has, had to.
Francis of Assisi, right? Anything, anywhere, he took on the Franciscan by choice. And I just, that,
he
right.
Took care of, I mean, he lived in, he didn't want to drive a big car. He was a Pope of the people.
A Pope of the people. And so why am I bringing this up, right? The threshold, the guardian, any religion, everything is expressing through you the hero's journey. And it's incredible. The abyss, the rebirth, the atonement, you're going to go through that, all of it, during this master cleanse. As a group, the call to adventure, the supernatural aid, right? A group online doing it with you, the threshold, the helper, the mentors. And every time that hunger, that energy comes up in your body, a craving, there's going to be a revelation. Your body is partnering with you in the transformation, in the atonement. And what is Ho'oponopono? It's the atonement. We take what was given and we bring it to recognize it, to see it, to feel it. And then we carry it with us going forward in the greatest good, the gift of the goddess, right? Return, we go back home. That's so beautiful. So that's day 7. I'm really excited about that. You're going to get your sense of smell. And a study done by Nobel Peace Prize winner Elizabeth Blackburn found that a vegan diet caused more than 500 genes to change in 3 months, turning on genes that prevent disease and turning off genes that cause cancer and heart disease and other illness. Within your body on this day, on day 9, we're going to talk about what foods to bring back into your diet, to bring back in, to allow your body to transform any dis-ease that might have been present. And so I love that. I'd love for Greg, anything that you want to share about the VIP experience or backstage or the cleanse to any one of the days.
Well, it's going to build on itself because we're going to have the optimal health mastery classes at 10 a.m. And each of those days are going to have specific topics. And I love that we're going to focus on cleansing specific organs on certain days. And then we have meditations to go with that. So, and then this will just be a continuation or a deeper dive into those daily topics.
And we're not going to mention the price here, right? You'll get an invite for the price for the backstage pass, for all of this, for having it for a lifetime. Look for it. We can't wait for you to have this. You'll have the 10 days of Master Cleanse, the Facebook Lives recorded, plus all of the, so beautifully, all of what we're creating in the backstage passes. During the 10 days, it's at this, at a gift level, at the cost level, because it costs to put all of this together, to use all of these tools. And so once after, it is going to be repackaged and sold in something that's about $15,000 that goes forward. So, I mean, I can't even tell you how ridiculously low the price is. It's like, oh, we love doing that. We love being able to do this, and we see you as passing your all that you are forward. So thank you for that. And Greg, thank you for generating this. It makes such a difference.
You are so welcome, love.
Awesome. And so I'm going to ask everyone that wants to be unmuted, let's do the Ho'oponopono. And what's really beautiful about Ho'oponopono is a quick story. A doctor that understood Eastern and Western medicine was given a stack of patients in file form that were never getting out of a prison. They had had such intense, harsh experiences that they were going to be stuck in prison for the rest of their life, except the prison was closing and could no longer support them. And so as a Hail Mary, as a last minute resort, they gave all of the files of the people to this Eastern Western doctor. The Eastern Western doctor did what was taught to him. He generated within himself the energy of being each patient and reading the story of what trauma, abuse, hate, crimes, anything that had been in their experience. So the doctor was the patient and started saying 4 very specific words in order to generate the frequency of healing. And he generated and created the frequency of healing, so much so that all of those people got out of prison and went on to live a normal life. And that statement, that teaching, that wisdom is now available to all of us. The ancient traditions hold everything sacred and secret because there's a level of, you've got to get there. You've got to will yourself there. Our world, collectively, humanity willed Ho'oponopono into mass existence so we could do the work on this dimensional level to free ourselves, to free any binds or bonds or agreements that we made, to free ourselves of anything that we're carrying. When you truly forgive someone, when you truly release something, you carry it just the way it was and just the way it wasn't. Are you willing to carry all of humanity just the way it was, just the way it wasn't, all of the past, and bring it into this current moment frequency? And then take this current moment frequency, the love, everything that you're generating, and give it to love and give it to gratitude. So the 4 statements, the words are pointing to energy behind the words. The words are, I'm sorry. What that really means is, please release. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Breathe that in just for a second. We're going to do that 3 times. You're going to say those statements. I'm sorry. Go ahead and feel for yourself, for your body, for the field, for everything that is, was, could be, will be, and every time, in every space, in every dimension. Please release me. I release you. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry.
Please forgive me.
Please release me.
I love you.
I release you. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please release me. I release you. Thank you. I love you.
Please forgive me. Thank you.
Lily, would you lead us in the next one, please? We're going to do this 3 times all together, and then we're going to call it a night. But I would love for you to do the next one, and then any one of the 3 gentlemen here with us, we'll ask them to do it the 3rd time. Lily, if you will lead us in the next, in the way that you would have us say it.
Ho'oponopono is spelled H-O and then O, pono, pono, ho'oponopono. This is a Hawaiian technique from Dr. E. Haleakala Hulan. For anybody that's truly interested in hearing about this directly from him, there are YouTubes on this. If you look up Ho'oponopono and look up Dr. E. Haleakala Hulan, there's an entire Maui class that is absolutely a real corker. Very wonderful. And it covers everything that you would ever want to know about this practice. The practice is, and this is the way I share it, you need to be able to understand there is this energy field called oneness. You go into the oneness, knowing that everything is a reflection of you. And for anything that may be stuck in your own little craw, I'm sorry. And you're not saying this to anyone. You're saying it to yourself. I'm sorry for my ignorance at that time that developed this little inner child part of me that got lost down a rabbit hole of duality. That's who you're really talking to, is the inner child of you that once it really believes that you're really sorry, that you've turned yourself around and you're going to master cleanse and do all these wonderful things for your body, which it inhabits, and it believes you, it becomes the Christ of your being. And it stops acting like a little obstreperous child. And the process is simple, to apologize to the child and say, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I do love you. Because you are the captain of my ship, you beloved Christ being. Had I known you were such a power in me, always present, nothing determined about you. You let me fiddle around for eons, but now we're serious. We're seriously lighthearted for you, babe. We love you so much. Thank you for forgiving me. Ha, should have had a V8. Lightheartedness is important in these things. It's not a heavy thing.
It's so beautiful, lightheartedness. And so if you will call it out 3 times and we'll have space in between.
All right. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Please forgive me. I am sorry. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Deeply and completely. Namaste all the way, everyone.
Namaste
Namaste.
all the way.
All the way. That's what we just did to ourselves.
So beautiful. Thank you so much. Charlie, I wonder if you will lead the third part. I know what's beautiful is we did this work in our practice when we were working. So I know we've done this.
Yes, that was beautiful. My goodness, wow. Feeling so peaceful and light and just moved. And I can say that I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I so love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you.
Yay, yay, yay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I think most of us are unmuted, so anything anyone wants to share. Oh my gosh.
Whee!
Whee! Greg, baby, thank you for putting this together.
You're
Thank
so welcome, love.
Thank you. Charlie.
Thank you, Greg.
So welcome.
Yes, thank you,
Thank
Greg.
you, Greg.
Yeah,
Thank you, Greg.
Lots of goosebumps and tears. Very, very worth it.
Yeah.
Mhm. This was
Awesome,
incredible. Yeah.
I do have something I'd like to share,
Oh,
if I can.
Yes.
About 5 years ago at UCLA, I had read this book and I had practiced it as a kind of mantra, not so much as a meditation, but my understanding was a little different. It was when you were stuck, it would help you get unstuck if you said these words. So I did. But then I had this experience where I had to go into a radiation tube and they put this net kind of device around my body. So I was trapped. You know, I could not move. I could not lift my head or move anything. And then they would leave the room. But the problem was what they were doing, you know, destroyed my saliva. It messed up my saliva, so it became very thick. And I'm laying down, and So it's very easy to choke. So it's a very scary experience. About 12 minutes it would go. And I had to make it through 12 minutes every day. And as I lay there, I would say these words over and over. It was all I could do. I would just say, I am sorry, and please forgive me. And when I say I love you, I was saying it to myself. It was, I love you, David. I love you. It's going to be okay. You can do this. So interestingly, how you talk about evidential something.
Evidential channeling.
Mm-hmm. It seems to me this kind of fits that, because you may have turned me on to the idea or introduced me to the idea, but I read the book on my own and did that in the years between since I've seen you, Sarah. So interestingly and coincidentally, this guy who doesn't really like to meditate and doesn't really do this, this was the one thing that I really clung to. And I think it really did help me. And I didn't really tell anybody. It just was inside of me. I had to
Yes. Oh yeah. Love it. Absolutely.
And Lily hasn't made a miracle making meeting in probably a year, 2 years. And this is 2 years. She hasn't. And David, it's been so, and I just want you to know, and for each of us to feel how supported you are by the oneness, by love, by God, by whatever you are doing, right? That getting out of your comfort zone that got you here. Bravo. That keeping the divine appointment. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, David, for sharing that. It's so meaningful for us to receive the wholeness of your gift that you just gave us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You too, Lily, and every person here. It was so beautiful. Awesome. We will see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. There are 2 meetings, one for the optimal health that's on Facebook, and you can go into the group and watch the recordings. The other one is at noon, and it's for those with the backstage pass and the VIP pass. And if you have any questions about that, please text or email, or however you got the invite for this, just reach out to us. We're happy to answer any questions around it. And we love you guys so much. Greg, anything you want to add, baby?
No, we're past our time. I have to go get Jasmine. Tyler's waiting for his router, so we have to wrap it up here, love.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Love you guys. Bye.
Thank you.
Love you all so much.
So beautiful. Hearts.
Bye.
Hearts.
Good night.
Yeah. Bye.
Hearts.